So, summer on our farm is extremely busy, and we really pride ourselves on eating food that we've raised. We do all of this hard work to raise our own food. So, we eat our own food. We cook from scratch, and we have scratch made meals 3 times a day, pretty much every single day. We very rarely eat out. And one of the ways that I keep up with that during these busy seasons is by cooking enough for like 4 or 5 days at once. And so I'm going to show you one of the quick, super easy, super hands-off tricks that I do to provide my family with a lot of protein that we can bag up and put in the freezer for quick grab and go meals. So I will take like 4, sometimes 5 if they're smaller birds, but these were bigger birds. So I took 4 of them out of the freezer. I took them directly from the freezer and put them into my giant roasting oven. I had put some water at the bottom, about an inch, inch and a half of water, just so that they're not burning on the bottom of the pan. And it's a little bit of a Tetris game. As you can see, they kind of don't really fit that great in here, but that's because they're frozen solid. Once they start to thaw out, they'll make a little bit more room for themselves in there, and you'll be able to put them fully submersed in that water so that they're not burning or anything like touching the sides. But I put them backside down, so breast side up. And once they've thawed out a little bit more, I'll come back in and I'll show you what I do. But I put some olive oil or avocado oil and some seasoning. But I just let these roast. Once they've been fully cooked, I take all of the meat off of the bone and I put it in quart-sized freezer bags. If you had a larger family or if your kids were bigger than my kids, I have a 5 going on 6-year-old and a 6 going on 7-month-old, so they don't eat a lot. But if you had a larger family or older kids, you'd want to maybe use a gallon size bag. But I'll put it in a quart size freezer bag and I'll freeze them. And I can take those out for quick stir fries, or I can thaw them to make chicken salad sandwiches or Subway style sandwiches, just anything really quick. And then what I'll do with the carcasses, since I've already got them out and I've got the roaster oven out, is I'll put them back in the roaster oven, fill the roaster oven all the way up with water, and I will let it cook on low for like 2 days. And then once it's a really nice, rich stock looking color for about 2 hours, I'll add in some vegetable scraps and herbs. And then I'll strain those out and I will jar the stock up and can it. So if you do not have a roaster oven and you live on a farm, you live on a homestead, you enjoy scratch made meals, you like to be frugal, or you have a big family, you need to get one of these roaster ovens. In fact, I wish I had 2 or 3 because I use it so much. But it is well worth the money. They're really relatively inexpensive when you think about it, and they are so versatile. And it doesn't heat up the house like my